Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about Elephant.Money. Now, as you know, I'm not all about drip on this network. I'm not all about the animal farm. I'm going to be talking about different projects like I said before. And one of these projects that we're going to dive into today is Elephant.Money. I'm very excited about the elephant token, the trunk, and Stampede. It was a little bit confusing when I first got into it, and I've been getting so many questions about it since I've been sharing it with some of my friends. So let's jump right into it and see what it's all about. Okay, so right now it has 275 million US dollars locked into it. The platform is just skyrocketing. Everybody's been talking about it, but it's still very, very, very little compared to a lot of the bigger names. So there's two different ways you can invest in this protocol. You can buy the Elephant token, and you can buy the trunk stablecoin of this protocol, which you could stake then into the Stampede. And I'm going to get into each one independently. Okay, but before we get started with that, let's just look at the white paper. Actually, I have it open over here. The white paper has a lot of information, like said, 19 pages, but it gets a bit repetitive. So I'm just going to go over the information that I think is important for all of us to know. So it's a store of value token on the Binance Smart Chain. It's auto balancing burn mechanism by providing lifetime frictionless passive rewards. Basically, what that means is you have to hold the coin elephant in your wallet and you're going to be receiving passive rewards from that just by holding it. Essentially, for every transaction that is done with that token, every buy and sell from other people or any transfers, there's a 10% fee that is incurred. 5%, which is distributed evenly to existing token holders, which is basically how the inflation happens, and 5% is added towards the locked liquidity. Okay, and in addition to that, the elephant is also used as partial redemption collateral for the trunk stablecoin. Now, I'm going to focus on the elephant token in that first part of the video, but the trunk stablecoin is part of the Elephant.Money protocol, and the trunk stablecoin is basically like the BUSD coin. It's pegged to a dollar. So it's very, very sustainable, and it's basically like a dollar, right? So when you're staking that, your rewards are going to be compounded daily if you want to, or you can just leave it there and it's going to generate you money on a daily basis. But because it's pegged, it's very sustainable long term. The trunk token is Elephant.Money's collateralized stablecoin on the Binance Smart Chain. So it's basically backed by $1, which means it doesn't fluctuate up and down like, for example, Drip would. You know, Drip is not backed by anything. So if there's people buying Drip, the price is going to go up just like Bitcoin or Ethereum. If there's less people buying, the price is going to slowly go down. This is pegged to a dollar, so it's always going to be a dollar basically, or 99 cents depending. Like it's going to be around that ballpark. So there's the trunk, there's the elephant token, and there's the rewards that you get in trunk stablecoin, which is fantastic. And then everything else has to do with staking your trunk without having it deposited. You can withdraw it whenever you want, basically. You roll it, which means you compound it into your initial deposit so you can get more per day, and that's how you get from 205% to 672%. And then you could do airdrops to your team members also. It's great for any giveaways or promotions and whatnot. Now, if we go back, when you click on go, oh yeah, every time you get on the website, you have to connect your wallet, okay? You have to connect it all the time, otherwise you're not going to see your values, you're not going to be able to interact with the contract. You have to deposit some BNB to buy the elephant coin, okay? So have some BNB in your wallet. You can enter your amount over here. You click buy, and it gets added to your balance. Now look at the price. The price is very, very cheap right now. Just imagine a price like this. It looks quite good, right? Over the year, it's been up 1,300%. The month 400%. The week 60%. That's crazy. That's out of control. If you look at the chart on CoinMarketCap, Elephant.Money, look at this. The price is crazy. This is the 1 day. Okay, this is the 1 day. This is the 7 day. Okay, just find me one bump in the road. I don't get it. This is the 1 month. 3 months, and it's getting more and more exponential the further I go back. You know what I mean? This is just out of control. You know, my buddy. Actually, I'm going to tell you something pretty interesting that happened to me also before I deposited. But my buddy bought the coin back when, and then sold it when he got a bit of profits from that. But I think he's regretting it a bit right now because he sold it at a profit, but he could have made hundreds of thousands by now. Anyways, going back over here, so make sure you add the token address. As soon as you click it, you can add it to your wallet, and as soon as you add it to your wallet, then you're going to be able to see it over here. And once you have it here, you'll see the amount is going to slowly increase. This morning, for example, when I bought it this morning. When I bought it this morning, this was at 579 million, and now it's 580 million. So every once in a while, it's going to keep adding the more people buy Trunk. Okay, so I'll get into that a bit more. Elephant Money is a future-proof way to compound profits made on the Binance Smart Chain. Elephant is our store of value on the Binance Smart Chain. A transaction fee of 10% is charged on all transfers of the Elephant token to create a perpetual community trust. Essentially, what I deposited, my initial amount was 640 or something, but then they took a 10% tax, so I ended up with 580 million. But the price of this 579 million this morning was $117, and now it's 131. And this is in a span of 6-7 hours, which is out of control, and it's just been going up. So it's something that I think if you just have it in your wallet is going to quickly go up in value. And I'm kind of excited to see where this is going, Now this is the Elephant token, which is just going to be in your wallet and increasing over time. But if you choose to get into something that looks more like the drip faucet, that's basically going to be buying Trunk, staking it, you lose that initial value, and then you just keep getting your percentage per day reward in Trunk stablecoin. You can roll it, you can claim it. Okay, so let's get into it. This is the Trunk area. Okay, connect your wallet. The Elephant.Money stable Trunk is partially collateralized by BUSD at 75% guaranteed. It's backed by BUSD, which is very sustainable in my opinion. Let's look at the stats. So it's basically 0.99 cents, which is basically backed by a dollar. Same thing for the Pancake LP price. There's currently 6.8 million in US dollars in its liquidity, which is quite outstanding. There's 193 trillion, which is basically 43 million elephant tokens, and there's a treasury of 7 million. This is like some numbers that are crazy given that there's only 3,209 participants. Imagine, the more this is going to grow, the more the elephant chart is going to grow, the more Trunk is going to be deposited, the more elephant is going to grow, and just everything's going to be exploding. For me, like when you look at this chart, this is for the 1 year, okay? And it's not going down. I don't see any sign of going down. I heard about this project on March 9th. It's currently March 26th, okay? And it's been, 3 weeks? And the chart keeps getting higher and higher and higher. For me, this is very bullish. So I jumped into it. I don't know, like this is not a financial advice, obviously, but it's something I don't want to regret in a few months. You know what I mean? Now, essentially what you can do here is similar to the drip faucet. You have to mint your Trunk stable dollars, let's say, over here. So you have to put in BUSD. Notice for the elephant, you have to put BNB. For the reserve over here to mint the Trunk, you have to put in BUSD. Now, let's say you put in 1,000 BUSD, right? If you put in 1,000 BUSD, 25% of that amount is used to buy the elephant token. By doing that, it's going to keep buying pressure on that token. So that's why the chart looks exponentially high, because there's always going to be people buying elephant as people are buying Trunk, which is very bullish in my opinion. So let's say you buy 1,000 Trunk tokens over here. You could either deposit it here and earn 66% over the year, okay? And then you can roll that if you want, or you can claim that. But what is really interesting about this is the Stampede, and this is what I got into. Essentially, the Stampede is like the faucet. You put in the bonds, which is basically the Trunk tokens, and they disappear. And all you'll be getting essentially is 0.56% per day. The 0.56% per day is, if you think about it, twice as sustainable as drip, because that the other one you get 1% per day. And this is taking stable coins at 0.5% per day. Can you tell me any other stable coin that you're going to be staking and you're going to be earning 5%, 0.5% per day? I haven't heard of that in a long time. I think that you can get maybe 7 to 10% per year on Binance or whatever it is. This is a stable, sustainable bond system that gets you 205% APR if you don't do anything. Okay, you're sitting at home eating chips, doing whatever the hell you want. You're watching Netflix. You get 205% per year. If you decide to roll this over, okay, by rolling over, instead of getting 205 APR, you're going to be getting 672 APY. So that's amazing for yielding rewards on a stablecoin. So that's why I wanted to participate, because I think this is very, very early. I think this is something that is going to be very popular in the next couple of months when more and more people are going to know. The Telegram right now of this project has 5,000 members, 5,500 or 5,800 members. Compare that to the Animal Farm with 60,000 people. This is going to blow up, and I just can't wait for it to happen, because I know that whoever is going to be participating in this platform is going to be a winner, unless some catastrophe happens, right? I mean, this is crypto. Nothing is financial advice. Don't listen to me. Just do your own research. But this is just something I wanted to put out there to educate the people that wanted to get a bit more information, and it looks a bit confusing. So yeah, you could just keep compounding your trunk into your bond section over here, and then you're going to keep getting that until you, by the end of the year, get 672% on whatever you deposit. Okay, so I just wanted to end this video with something very funny that happened to me in crypto. I mean, a lot of these things you hear about, it never happens to you, but I'm just super glad it happened to me, actually. So a buddy of mine who's in Elephant.Money, he was speaking to us about the project, because we have a Telegram group with me and a bunch of people in RIP, and we're just shooting back and forth some projects here and there. And my buddy spoke about it, and then we had a discussion, right? And then while introducing the project to us, because it seemed a bit too good to be true, right? So he said that whoever is going to be depositing some money into the Stampede, he's going to match it. I'm like, what? This is impossible. I didn't believe it. Okay, I really didn't believe it. Next thing you know, this morning I deposited 700 trunks in here, so that's basically 700 BUSD, and he already sent me 329 trunks, and he's going to be sending me 400 trunks later. In no world did I ever think somebody's going to just send me 700 bucks. This is crazy, and this is the kind of community that I want to be involved in. I mean, these guys I started with in January, and we've been just talking to each other back and forth about Drip, about the faucet, about the animal farm, and we're just bullish on the Drip network because they've been in it for a long time, but I've been in it since January. And despite all the FUD that's going around the project right now, I'm still super bullish, and I'm still going to be making videos about Drip. But we also discussed Elephant.Money, and he said he's going to match my reward. And see, I put him as a partner. He actually did match my reward, which is incredible. I mean, I can't thank him enough. Anyways, all this to say, if you want to add me as your buddy, I would be happy to have you as part of the team. Please let me know when you do so. That way I can maybe see if I can get you an airdrop here and there. And I'll be adding you to our group. We're going to be, chit-chatting, educating each other, talking about different projects. We're not only in the Binance Smart Chain. We talk about other projects on the Avalanche chain. We talk about node projects, everything that really piques our interest. And we're not really going to be talking about projects just to talk about them. We're going to be talking and investing in projects that we really believe in, and stuff that we want to degen in just for the hell of it. Okay, so anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any question on how this works, I'll be happy to help. If you have any thing to add to what I just said, then I'll be happy to get that information actually, because I'm new to this also, and there might be some stuff that I missed. Please leave it in the comments below. Please follow me on Twitter, and that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for watching.